The president's going to defend himself, whether it's today, it's yesterday, it's tomorrow, it's the hours, the days, the weeks that are ahead. The President of the United States knows that this is a total sham. Many of my constituents, a lot of the American public knows that this is a total charade. He knows, and many of us know, that charges don't actually matter to Adam Schiff and the Democrats. The facts don't matter. The evidence doesn't matter. This was started based off of people who, once the president got elected, while his hand was on the Bible, they were calling for his impeachment. There are members of Congress who are leading this charge who have been calling for the president's impeachment come hell or high water, no matter what, since long before this entire fact pattern started.
So I guess how does the president referencing her service in Somalia help his defense against impeachment on this issue?
Again, well, so to finish the loop on the last question, with regards to the tweet, if you're going to ask about the tweet, read the entire tweet. In the second sentence, for example, it was an important point. President Zelensky, in his opinion, believed that Ambassador Yovanovitch was a bad ambassador, that for whatever reason, President Zelensky believed that she had some type of an allegiance to President Poroshenko. I think it's good to give Ambassador Yovanovitch the opportunity to state her opinion on that. Maybe she wants to refute President Zelensky's opinion. So when presenting that particular statement, to ask for Ambassador Yovanovitch's response to a tweet that she had not yet seen, it would have been responsible to read the whole thing, to offer up, instead of taking out a part of the July 25th call transcript and leaving it out, to read that as well, and then give Ambassador Yovanovitch the opportunity to respond. This cherry picking is not the right way to go about the question.
Would you expect Republicans would give her the opportunity to respond to the second half of that tweet when you guys start your round of questioning? I mean, I know you're not asking questions.
I don't know what each of the Republican members plan on asking. We'll see when we get back from this next vote series.
Chairman Schiff accused essentially the president of intimidating a witness because he was live tweeting. Chairman Schiff read it. Did you see this as witness intimidation? What is your assessment of what you saw?
This is about the President of the United States getting out the other 97% of the story. The problem here is that Adam Schiff, he's trying to write the world's greatest parody. That's Adam Schiff's goal, to take down a sitting president, to appease an enraged activist liberal base. This is a payoff. Adam Schiff would not have his gavel if not for people during the 2018 election who tried to oust, in many of these Republican House districts, oust people from office to put Democrats. By the way, a lot of those voters thought that they were sending members here to actually vote on, say, passing USMCA or lowering prescription drug prices. They didn't realize when they were electing these Democrats in these districts that these members were going to be coming here to help basically tear our country in half with this impeachment charade.
Haven't they passed bills on these issues?
So I was talking to some of the Democrat members, one in particular, a colleague who's not on the committee, but she was watching as well as you were, and she's a lawyer. She thought that what we witnessed was approaching run-of-the-mill witness intimidation.
Ambassador Yovanovitch she wasn't on Twitter. Maybe Adam Schiff was. The only reason why she even knows of that tweet is because Adam Schiff used a partial rendition of part of it. If Adam Schiff wants to actually have Ambassador Yovanovitch respond to the tweet that the president put out, then read the entire tweet. But Adam Schiff can't help himself. When the acting director of national intelligence was here, if you remember during his opening statement, Adam Schiff did what he called a parody with his own version of the July 25th call transcript. Instead of using the actual facts of what was in the transcript, he came up with his own version of it. So again, what he chose to do was to take part of a tweet and then ask Ambassador Yovanovitch to respond to that tweet. If Chairman Schiff wants to go there, then read the entire tweet and ask for a response. But honestly, the President of the United States is going to defend himself here. He doesn't give a darn what Bill Clinton wants to provide as advice for how he should be a president. President Trump was not elected to, in any way, shape, or form, be Bill Clinton. Okay, and Bill Clinton's advice. This was before there was a social media, but these are two different people. The President of the United States is going to defend himself here. If Adam Schiff is going to put out 3% of the story, if he's going to put out, in some cases, with some facts, 0% of the story, if he's going to try to connect dots that aren't connected, the President of the United States is going to work to get out the rest of the story.
She might not have seen that tweet, but does this serve as a message to other witnesses who are going to be testifying, though? The President is live tweeting during a hearing about them.
The President's going to defend himself. And again, if Any person who comes up here, I mean, you take an oath, you answer all the questions as genuinely, as candidly as you possibly can, regardless of who's going to come up here over the course of the next week or so and beyond, whether it's for this impeachment circus or if it's for something else, you answer honestly. But there's no way that if the Democrats are going to insist on tearing our country in half with this impeachment charade, that the president is just going to sit back and allow Adam Schiff to play this game. For example, they were talking quid pro quo. That fell flat. So last Sunday on the news shows, they started talking extortion. That fell flat. So now they're talking bribery. I don't know what the next moving goalpost or shiny object of the day is going to be. But don't expect this president of the United States to just sit back and allow this to go on, because he knows that it would be better for our country if we were working together to pass UMCA. It would be better for our country if we were working together to lower the cost of prescription drug prices. Listen, there's right now a Democratic-controlled House, there's a Republican-controlled Senate, and there's a Republican president. There's a balance of power in this country. That means that some of these far-left members of the House who may be capable of rolling the Speaker of the House aren't going to be capable of rolling the Senate Majority Leader. They're not going to be capable of rolling the President of the United States.
All right, folks, so we are waiting. We're waiting, everyone, for this to come back right now here on the News Now. It is impeachment hearing that is on a break right now. This is day 2, everyone. We just heard from that Republican lawmaker, and we will get you some more details in just a little bit. But stay right here with us. More News Now, and part 2 coming up just moments away.
Has to attack her to defend himself. Defend himself from what? If her testimony is so irrelevant and just about her feelings, why does the president have to attack her while she's on the stand?
The reason why that 45 minutes was spent with her getting asked questions about her feelings is because House Democrats wanted to recreate what happened in the deposition. They wanted her to cry for the cameras. It's unfortunate. I said this before it happened yesterday, that what was going to happen.
How do you know that?
What was?
Okay,
let me answer. Excuse me, let me answer. Inside of the depositions, what they wanted to use was the part of the July 25th call transcript where they take President Trump's words and then they want to ask her how she felt, and then they want to get her to cry. That's what happened previously, and it was obvious that they were looking to do exactly the same thing that they did last time, to do it again.
But why do they want to? Why does he want to attack her if her feelings aren't relevant?
He's going to defend himself. By the way, this isn't about attacking. This isn't about attacking her. This is about the rest of the story.
He didn't argue about her substantive testimony. He accused her of being responsible for Somalia.
No. Again, so don't. Chairman Schiff wanted to pull out the first sentence of the tweet. But if we're going to go there and talk about what he said, the second sentence, let me finish, the second part of the sentence, the second sentence of that tweet, he then goes into the July 25th call transcript that Adam Schiff left out of his questioning, where President Zelensky, in President Zelensky's own words, said that he believes that Ambassador Yovanovitch was, quote, a bad ambassador. That's what President Zelensky says. And then he said that he believes that she had, that Ambassador Yovanovitch had some type of an allegiance to President Poroshenko. I think it's a good idea that if you're going to go there, then provide Ambassador Yovanovitch the opportunity to respond as to why President Zelensky was under the belief that she was a bad ambassador and was under the belief that President Zelensky was under the belief that Ambassador Yovanovitch had some type of an allegiance to President Poroshenko. Let Ambassador Yovanovitch answer in her own words what she believes that. I have to go vote. Thank you.
President to be doing this?